Okay, so I left this Superfan series with number four, which was Vindicated, which was the conclusion of the whole thing. I don't regret doing everything the way I did it for that series because it happened and I wasn't embellishing anything. I was telling the truth as much as I can remember because, like I said, it was so much stuff. And so I feel now that I need to really finish it because, believe it or not, uh, I made Superfan 4 Vindicated in the summer of 2018, which was last year, and that was the end of it until now. Right now we are June 7th, 2019, and I have allergies. And on the 17th of May, I took a trip to Toronto with my buddy, and when we were there, I got some strange, not strange, but unexpected messages. I had just woken up and I opened my phone and something I didn't really mention to anyone really, that on the fourth Vindicated video on YouTube, on my YouTube, I got a comment about a month ago ish. I don't remember exactly, and it surprised the shit out of me. I have to say, ow. Ow, ow, ow. No, no. Stop it. Stop it. And a comment from Fangirl. Yeah. Uh, I read it, and it was something along the lines of this. Now, as a human being, I believe no one, no mother, no parent, because it's not just always a mother, grandparents take care of kids too and stuff, and fathers. Any parent who loses a child, especially tragically, I mean, they're all tragic, but unnecessarily tragic. Um, no one deserves that. Like, no one deserves to lose a child. I'm a mother. I know. I fear for my daughter every day. And like I said, losing a child in any way is just a horrible experience. I can't even imagine what a parent goes through uh, during something like this. And so the comment, I really wasn't sure how to take it. I was sad about it, and it made me think for a few minutes before I answered, and all I really could think of to do was to give my condolences, because really that's, what do you do when you get something like that? Um, you know, I did have to. I'm a human being. I'm a mother. I'm compassionate. I'm empathetic. I responded with my condolences and apologized for having to go through this. And I never heard anything after that, so I guess it was just left at that. You know, um, I wasn't mean. I wasn't, mad or sad. I was sad, but I'm not gonna say anything nasty. I don't feel that way, so I'm not gonna say something like that. Um, Now that was the couple of weeks earlier, and so when I woke up to this message a few messages in Toronto on vacation. First I got a response to that comment on my YouTube and said, go read your Instagram direct messages. And I'm like, okay. It was from her. And so I did so, and I saw something I never expected to see.
Looking back at me, I see that I never really got it right. I never stopped to think of you. I'm always wrapped up in things I cannot win. You are the antidote that gets me by, something strong like a drug that gets me high. What I really meant to say, I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold to you. I'm sorry about all the lies.
And I thought about it for, while I was having my coffee. I thought about it, and I thought, well, this is sincere. This is a sincere apology to me. And I don't want to make light of it or anything, because it's not a fun thing for anyone to have to go through. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I knew this kid. I mean, I'd met him, in New York City with his mom. My daughter was good friends with him. They'd never met, but they were, FaceTime, Skype, whatever, friends. And so I thought about it, and I thought, well, you know what? This changes things a little bit. I did feel like the apology was sincere, and I do believe that, how can it not? How can the death of your child not affect you? And I figured, well, she said what she said, and I thought, oh, yeah, I tend to believe it, because, I just do. I responded, and I accepted her apology. I forgave her. I didn't forget what she did to me at the time, but she is, as she said, she's a different person. She was a different person then. It happens. It does happen to people. Certain life experiences can absolutely change you. People don't change overnight, and people don't change without wanting to. But when something traumatic happens, it's inevitable that it will affect you in whatever way. So I did. I responded, and I accepted her apology. I forgave her for what she did. I didn't forget. And I'm not very quick to trust, but let's, baby steps. This has been 5 years, 6 years now. So, life's too short to be angry all the time. Just because someone does something to you horribly, whatever, if they are sincere in their apologies and they really mean what they're saying, then, it's up to you to either accept it or reject it. And I'm not the rejecting kind of a person. I give people chance after chance, and when I shouldn't. But I believe in giving people a second chance. I do. Because, not everyone's perfect. No one's perfect. I've made mistakes. Nobody's perfect. So you give them the benefit of the doubt. You take it for what it is. And you move on. Once you forgive, it's not for the other person really. It's for yourself. I've had to forgive a few people in my life, which really didn't deserve it. But you know what? In order for me to move on, I did. I had to just put it aside, and that's what it was. So this is why I feel like I can't end the series just like that the way I did, because now there's a new development, and I think telling the whole story is fair. I don't think that leaving it like that would be fair. So yes, so we talked a little bit, she poured out, her emotions to me and everything, and I'm there. I understand. I can never turn away from anyone in pain like that, unless you're Satan himself. The chances are I will, give it a shot. So that's where we're at. And then she asked if it would be too soon or too much to be friends on Facebook again. And I sent her a friend request. I hadn't blocked her. I had blocked her for 6 years. I had to unblock her first. And I sent her a friend request. And she accepted it within minutes. And that's that, I wanted also to take this opportunity for this video to open the eyes a little bit of people out there who may or may not know anything about sadness, mental illness, depression, suicide, drugs, whatever, whatever. Most of all of those go hand in hand. So, and I've, been in situations where I've had to deal with that kind of stuff too. And I understand, I do get it. I'm human. This is where we're at. And this is what I want to take this opportunity to do with this video. Because, it's a shitty thing to happen to anyone. I mean, let's use it for good. Yes, this happened, but now this happened. And so I feel strongly about this subject, and I want to raise awareness to everyone, who might be going through this or knows somebody who's going through this, depression or drug abuse or alcohol or anything, mental illness is such a wide range. And there are so many factors and so many illnesses and so many ways to self-medicate, not medicate, If I can help one person not have to go through what she went through with her son, then I've succeeded, in saving one person, one life, maybe many, because usually it affects a few people. When you're dealing with someone who's sad or depressed or addicted or all three of those or anything, it's not just the person suffering that suffers, everyone around them suffers. And so saving one person is really saving a bunch of people, I believe, because then the rest of the people that love this person don't have to suffer in their loss, and if we can just stop one person from doing that or becoming a victim or, God forbid, then that's a good thing. It's a good thing. I would rather do good than to feel contempt against someone for the rest of my life. Why? It's just a waste of time. There's so much crap in this world as it is right now. I don't even go to social media. I have blocked so much shit from being in my feed because I'm just so sick of seeing it and the negativity and people just at each other's throats everywhere. I'm sickened. I'm sickened by what has turned into something that was supposed to get us further along. Has actually regressed us to fucking cave people. I mean, since when do people behave this way against each other? Why? Because they're all behind a screen. So yes, it's very easy. Helping each other, having empathy, sympathizing, just doing a good thing. One step at a time, one person at a time. Live and let live. Be happy if you can. Because you know what? Sadness is not a fun thing. It's not.
It's okay. I'll do what I want if I choose. I can take the fall. It's a choice. It's my destiny in my hands. Yeah, it's up to me. I can drive. I can shoot a gun in the streets. Stop me somewhere. I can jump. Be a separate.
I've been down. I've been through a lot since I've been out, and I mean, I've hit a couple bumps in the road, but that don't mean I'm gonna stop. I'm still gonna bounce back. The way I look at it is, this is what CrossFit prepared me for. All the stuff that I'm going through right now, I have the tools to get through it this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back to my old life. I'm taking steps forward to my future life.
I thought the beat was about to drop. "14 months too long, why she leave me like I never tried to right my wrongs? All these songs and no answer, loving her has made me sunk. I'm at the bottom of the ocean begging for a breath. All this pressure taking impact on my health. No one sees how much pain I felt, ganged up on me with no sympathy, not knowing the love I gave out. She became a phone booth all sold out, she don't wanna hear it anymore. Who knew a door could have so many walls behind it? I held her up so high just to see she was only counterfeit." Loving deeper than the sea, she's the judge and I'm begging for my plea. Like this love is something to bargain with. I'm so sorry I hurt you, kid. I had so many feelings I hid, because I knew you'd never understand. The sands of the hourglass have ran out. I let them talk on my name with so much doubt, and now I'm wondering how I can be treated like such a dog that needs to be shooed away. Chained me up for so long and now I don't wanna run away. My darkest day was back in May and now it's back to haunt me. Rest in peace, I will never